Well, howdy, 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 everybody. Teresa here. Just me and the critters and...
Brad. Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
I mean, son of a gun.
Dog knocked his glasses off the arm of the arm of the chair.
Yeah.
Anyway, it is Saturday, March 21st, 2020 at 2:59 p.m. And what is the weather like, Mr. Heide?
Currently, the weather in Crawfordville, Florida is 82 degrees. Feels like 85. My phone shut off. High today is supposed to be 82. The low tonight is supposed to be 64. And starting here about 5, they're saying a 50% chance of precipitation.
The sun finally came out now.
Yeah. And again, the cat knocked the screen
Yeah,
out of the
she
window.
did. Out of the window. What is supposed to be like tomorrow, Mr. Heide?
And tomorrow is pretty much exactly the same thing as today.
Cool.
So.
Very cool. Yeah, we got up and got out of the house this morning, and it looked yellow out.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, it was very weird.
Yeah.
It looked yellow out, and it was overcast. Very pleasant, though.
Yeah.
It was cooler out then.
Yeah.
Which is good, because right now we need to refill the AC on the Jeep.
Oh, yeah.
What's the proper terminology?
Sure.
Okay, well, anyway, we bought the stuff to basically refill the AC on our Jeep.
Yeah.
Brad stopped at AutoZone and talked with them and got what we need, and they said it was pretty much foolproof, so, we'll get that done probably tomorrow morning or something like that.
Yeah.
We'll get it done before, we got to do it either tomorrow or tonight.
Yeah, we'll do it tomorrow.
Because we got to go up to Tallahassee Monday for Brad to get his stuff. We didn't go Saturday or Friday. He didn't feel like it. He was very sore. He was in a lot of pain yesterday, right? Honey, they can't tell when you're just nodding your head, remember?
That's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, the pain level yesterday was just through the roof, and today it's actually been really good.
Yeah, he's been really good today, and yeah, considering we even went and braved Walmart. We'll tell you about that in a minute.
Oh, Lord. Well, and that's one of the things about when I was working for the state is unless you're lucky, you got to park way the hell and gone out there, and that parking lot there is just absolutely huge. And
like this dog.
Yeah.
Ow, ow, ow. Back in my arm.
Yeah, he's beating you to death with his tail.
Yes.
But yeah, it's tough if you gotta park way the heck out there and then walk all the way in.
Are you being sassy, Charlie? Oh, are you being sassy? Yeah, and I don't know how many times Brad has, all the way out, being in so much pain and having to walk. One time he was a little late for work because it was such a long walk.
Yeah.
But now you don't have to worry about it.
I do not. Oh, yeah.
My goodness, the dog is just crazy. Dogs have been so happy because Mr. Heide is home full time. They have both been just so happy. Yesterday, Brad went to go check the mail, and his dog, Nixie, started whining at him. She was crying because she wanted to go with him, so he went and found a leash. We're missing one leash. I'll look all around. I'm sure it's just fallen behind something. And we have that one in back just kind of tangled up. We need to untangle it.
Oh, so that's what's going on.
That's what's going on with that. Oh, what, Charlie? What are you doing? What are you doing, Charlie? But, yeah, they've both been very happy. Oh, I think somebody wants out. Yeah.
Look out, Nix.
Big Mouth wants out.
Hey.
Just put him on his lead and then just wash him there. So anyway, we're feeling better each day, and we decided because I was playing with maybe trying to order groceries again, and that's almost like impossible. One of the things I was really concerned with, and I told you guys that, was getting enough chicken to cook for my dogs. And they've been out of the chicken hide for it. Just,
Sorry.
It's okay, honey. They're used to him barking. You guys, just hang on a minute. We need to get the dog outside. He's being naughty. Very naughty. Well, he's not being naughty, but there's no way that they would ever go to the restroom in the house because they are very emphatic when they need to go out.
Okay, hang on, Charlie. My pain level wasn't as good as I thought it was.
It was fine while you were sitting, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's your normal cane right there. Sorry, it takes a few minutes, but Charlie's quit barking now. So, I really have been so worried about being able to find some chicken, to cook for the dog, because Walmart's just out, online and stuff. So, we decided to brave Walmart this morning. We didn't really decide it until we were out and about, because we were going to go to Dollar General again, but we knew they wouldn't have meat. And they were really saying in this area that it was basically going to be kind of like, honey, watch out, there's Nixie. She wants out too.
No.
Forgot what I was going to say. Oh, they've really been saying that, locally and stuff, that they thought everything was pretty much going to get shut down. They did shut down the bars and the restaurants, except for takeout or drive-through. And that was kind of interesting to see. So we decided while we were out and about, because we had to go get prescriptions, that we would go ahead and try to brave Walmart, because I was worried about us having enough stuff. So we decided to go ahead and do that. And it wasn't as bad as I thought. Now, there were people that were kind of being, not very friendly, of course, people that are stressed out and stuff, and, you just ignore them. I did have to kind of, wiggle my way in several different places to be able to get stuff. I got like the last can of coffee, and that's not the French roast, but they did not have any.
Yeah. Well, that's,
so I got the last can of the Colombian roast, and of coffee, and I got a couple boxes of sweetener. I know that sounds funny, but what I plan on doing was I have a lot of iced tea bags, and I was going to make iced tea, and then I need to have sweetener for it. So I got meat, probably enough to last us. Just what I got along with probably last us about a month.
Yeah.
Because I got hamburger. I got a roll of hamburger, and we always buy the chuck. And I got a bag of tilapia, and a big 10-pound bag of the chicken breasts, the frozen ones. They're boneless, skinless. We love using those. Those are so easy to use. And they're so big. It's like, holy moly. Yeah, like the Dolly Parton of chicken breast. Dog wants in, hun.
Yes, he does.
And, what else did I get? There's a hamburger.
The hamburger, the chicken.
The fish.
The 2 whole chickens.
Yeah, I got the 2 whole small chickens that I'm going to cook up for the dog. And debone and everything. And that'll make enough that they'll have enough for about a month, because I'll stretch that out.
Yeah.
And,
sorry.
then we got some, it's honey, don't apologize. We got some hot dogs and a little bit of bologna and stuff. Just enough stuff to get us through. The hamburger was pretty sparse, but not as sparse as I thought it would be. And the chicken was very sparse, and I was not surprised on that.
Oh, you should have seen the TP aisle.
It just wiped out.
Oh, there was nothing.
Yeah, we still haven't been able to get any toilet paper, but I say there's a lot of milk. They're doing a great job. Now that we've been at 2 different stores, there's a lot of milk. There's a lot of bread, a lot of chips. They're doing good on all of that kind of stuff. There was not any flour at our Walmart to be had unless you were going to buy some almond flour. There was not. Excuse me, I gotta have a drink.
Well, and then we got a 5-pound bag of flour at DG 2
Yeah.
days ago.
Was it? Yeah, 2 days ago.
So it wasn't that.
Yeah.
It wasn't that critical.
And we were very happy. Yeah, no, I wasn't going down the aisle for flour. I was going down the aisle to get just sweetener.
Yeah.
We used the store brand Equal sweetener, and so I just had noticed, and the sugar was very wiped out.
Yeah.
I mean, there was some, but you know, no potatoes, no rice. But you know what? One thing I have to say, we're seeing a lot of the basics, cooking from scratch things gone. I love that. I love that. You have, ironically, put families all back together that weren't, even on a vacation, you're running and you're going here and you're going there and stuff. But when you have, and I know I'm old-fashioned and you guys are like, oh, brother, but the nucleus family unit has been so fractured and stuff. I love seeing that moms and dads or whatever makes up your household or the household is all in the same nucleus right now, and they're cooking from scratch, and you know, with all the flour being gone and sugars, there's being some cookies being made. I bet you anything, Brad.
I'll bet you're right.
You know, and I know too that a lot of the frostings were gone.
Oh, okay.
You know, so especially like the decorative,
Okay.
tubes and stuff. But there is some cooking going on and some baking going on, and there's probably a lot of really wonderful memories being made and making the best of it. And you know, it's kind of like there's been times that we have had no electricity, you know, during a hurricane or some kind of storm, and so you go and you end up playing cards together. And I know there's been times that it's almost like when the electricity comes back on, that you're almost like, oh, because you were having a good time.
Uh-huh.
You know, you were by candlelight, and you might have had to move your cards certain ways you could even read them, but you were having fun. And I don't love what's happening, of course, with the coronavirus, but I love what I think it's doing for families.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's wonderful.
Yep.
I do have to say, after we've gone to the store and stuff, you know, and you end up paying a little bit more because, you know, you get what you can get. And, you know, some of the less expensive stuff you normally would buy might be gone. I can definitely feel for people that do not have the money on hand to be able to fill the prescription, to be able to fill, you know, all of a sudden these families, though, are left with needing to feed these kids for a lot of weeks that they hadn't planned on.
Mm-hmm.
Now, some of the kids were going to be on spring break, or were on spring break, but still, you know, that can be a real hardship. You know, and if you're laid off, I'm very sorry to hear that. We know what that was like. Brad went through that last summer.
Yep.
You know, not for the same reason, but it is hard. And I just want you guys to know that if you're in that boat, we feel for you. You know, you know,
Well, didn't I hear I don't know if it was on the radio or where it was at, that they are opening up the schools to feed kids lunches?
There's a lot of different programs going on. It depends on what area. You might want to check with your school and see if they're doing the supplemental breakfast and lunches. I know here our bus system is using that, our school bus, to feed the school kids. I'm not sure how they're doing it, if they're going on the routes or what they're doing.
Okay.
But that's what I read that to you last night.
Yep,
if you go on, yeah.
I remember.
So I think that's a really great thing. You know, because these kids still got to be fed. You know, and that can be a real hardship because that's.
And there's so many families that rely on those 2 meals a day at the school.
Our kids never had. I don't think they did the breakfast.
No.
Our kids did have the reduced meal price lunches.
Yep.
For a while, and that was a wonderful thing for us. You know, and we had never applied for it. In fact, the school that they the girls were going to was the same elementary school I went to, and later on my grandkids went there. No, I retired here. But anyway, which is a really wonderful thing, because I would go there to pick up my grandkids, and I could remember running those halls and everything. But anyway, but the school said, "Hey, you guys really need to apply for this," and we had never applied for it. So finally, they kept hammering on it. We finally applied for it, but it was really a great thing. I mean, you know, even though we felt really embarrassed and stuff, but it was really, you know, it was really helpful. You know, and it gave them much more of a variety of lunches than I could afford to do. And I don't know if they ever did the breakfast.
I don't know that they had the breakfast.
I don't think they had the breakfast when.
Yeah, when the girls were.
I think they offered it in junior high, and by that time the girls were like not wanting to do this, so we didn't.
Yeah.
You know. But anyway, we braved Walmart. We got enough stuff. You know, we spent like $85, and like I said, I bought, you know, a variety of meat. Because we'll take that roll of hamburger and we'll split it up, and you know, we'll make the most of it. So I was thinking about, well, I've got, thankfully, and at the time I couldn't figure out why I had bought so much pasta.
Yeah.
Remember? Now I'm very grateful because, you know, there's no rice, there's no potatoes. You know, I have some rice coming. So I'm very grateful that we have that.
Yeah, and we're a rice buying family.
Yeah, we are. And then my little granddaughter wasn't feeling good. And I had got, her mom had this kind of flu-like thing, not the corona or anything. And so I knew my daughter didn't have an oil diffuser, so I, you know, ordered her one. And this was right before Brad decided to quit work. But that doesn't make any difference anyway. I had a bit of a credit on Amazon, so I got her an inexpensive oil diffuser and a set of oils, and it came to like $25, but I only had to pay $12 because like I said, I had a bit of a credit. But that was really helpful because my granddaughter was not feeling well, and that seemed to help relieve some of her flu symptoms. She was upchucking. She was an upchucker, you know. So it made me feel really good though, because, you know, as parents of fully grown children, you don't get to do anything to really help anymore. And the mommy in me is always there. I always want to, you know, mommy everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was really nice to be able to feel like I got to mommy some, you know. I got to mommy and grandmommy some, so that made me feel good. My family's doing okay. Our family, I mean, in Wyoming, they're doing okay. You know, making the best of it. You know, pretty stressful. You know, for the jobs that my daughters have and stuff, but hanging in there. You know, They're rock stars, right?
Yes, they
You
are.
can't sit there and nod your head, Paige. Because everything I say, he's like, I'm like, they can't hear the nodding. I'm going to have to put maybe like a set of bells around his forehead. And then when he does that, it won't bother me any because I can't hear him.
Why?
Yeah. Or you just get a cat collar and just attach it to your beard or something. And that way.
No.
No?
No.
You're no fun.
I know, but...
We watched the movie The Mule last night. It was okay. I liked it better than Brad did. And you what was that movie, Spencer what? On Netflix.
Spencer Confidential or
Something like that. We watched that the night before on Netflix. And there, Brad liked it a lot more than I did. I was like, eh. But I think he liked it. I liked how they used some humor on some of that stuff. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So that was nice.
Well, and movies like The Mule and, okay, I know I'm, not everybody's tastes run the same. But, after when I saw that movie, I thought that
Clint?
Eastwood, thank you.
Yeah.
Couldn't remember his name. I thought, God, he must be desperate for a paycheck.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. Can you let the dog in, please?
I will.
Honey, I don't want her to stay out there alone.
Yes.
You're
right.
Yeah. Just don't.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, she's secured, but you just don't like to have her out there by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's all we've really been doing. Picking up, doing a little bit of laundry. Tomorrow we plan on doing a lot more work. But we're just gonna kind of chill back. I might make some Jello later on. That's my big thing to make. I'm gonna make some Jello. Because we bought some fruit cups a while back that were no sugar added, and they were by Dole, have no taste. So I'm going to use them in Jello. And I like to use a can of soda in it, depending on what kind I'm making, like cream soda or ginger ale or the Sprite knockoff kind. And it gives it just kind of a bubbly thing. Can you let her in, please?
Yeah, I was listening.
Oh. But, yeah, so I might make some Jello later.
That sounds good.
So.
You made pudding last night?
I made some sugar-free butterscotch pudding last night.
Butterscotch
Which is Brad's favorite. That's why I get it. So
I'm curious to try that, what was it, a sugar-free cheesecake? Or?
Yes, Jell-O now makes a pudding, a sugar-free pudding that is cheesecake. Yeah, we will one of these days.
Okay.
But, yeah, that's all we really got going on. I hope you guys are doing well. I just wanted to tell you guys about our Walmart experience. I thought it was just going to be pandemonium and just, maybe people clawing each other's eyes out for that last pork chop and stuff, and it wasn't. It wasn't.
No. Everybody was really nice and.
Well, relatively.
Yeah.
Relatively.
It was really nice as they
kind of had to jump in there and grab that hamburger. I mean, not that somebody was reaching for it at the same time, but they were all gathered around the homage of the hamburger, and I kind of had to get my scooter in there and get off the scooter and almost dive in there and get that roll of chuck.
Yeah.
Whoa! Put it in the cart.
Come on, Nick.
And then you find 10-pound bag of chicken breast, and nobody was around that time, but I got that and I put it in my cart, and I felt, yes! And then the fish. Nobody was around the fish case at all. Poor fish. Poor fish. So, put that in there, too. Well, oh, my goodness, you're all hot, huh?
And around here, I mean, fish isn't exactly...
Frozen fish around here normally is, everybody's like, shh. Just like frozen shrimp.
Yeah.
But right now, you're going to take what you can get.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Can you show her where the water is? Because they haven't been drinking out of it. I moved their water dishes. And I keep thinking that maybe they don't realize
No,
it.
I've seen them both drink out of it.
Oh, you have? Okay, well,
Yeah.
never mind then.
She's just excited to see you.
Well, she's all thirsty,
Yeah.
all panty. Hi, little girl.
Look at Charlie.
All right, I gotta get off here. You see what my house is getting like, because Brad's home again. So, Brad is home.
You keep telling me I'm a major distraction, but...
And how many times have I told you that I'm so glad you're home?
Well, that's true, too.
I've been saying that constantly, haven't I? I made you pudding.
Yes, you did.
I snuggled with you.
Yes, you did.
I kissed all over your little neck when you were doing dishes.
Yes, I like that.
Distract you. Right?
Yeah.
I let you rub my feet.
Yep. And I thought that was very nice of you to let me do that.
Yeah, wasn't it? But no lotion.
No.
But there's no lotion over there. Nope. But anyway, I gotta get off here. I know we're boring you guys, but you're gonna watch it anyway because you're under quarantine too, in a way, right?
Yep.
So, love you guys. We do cherish your friendship so very much.
Captive audience.
Captive audience. And I think you guys are awesome. I don't know what he thinks. What do you think?
I think they're awesome.
Ooh, he thinks you're awesome.
I mean,
boy.
The number of...
we do.
You know, the number of incredibly nice people that we have met through YouTube.
I can't imagine my life without them. I mean, these guys, you know, are some of my closest friends. I mean, you know, yeah. You know, whether or not you and I correspond through text message or messenger, or maybe we just correspond through comments below, or maybe you're just one of the people that sit there and silently watch. That's cool too.
Yep.
I have people like that I just kind of silently watch, you know, and that's awesome. But I want to thank you guys again. It was really nice reaching 1,000 subscribers. That was a long time goal, and I know my friend Leanne really helped with that. But you know, it means a lot. I'm kind of toying on whether or not I got the invitation to monetize from YouTube. You know, they send you the letter, and I'm toying with it. I mean, I don't know if I would make any money or not, but, you know, with what we're going through, that could come in handy. We are wanting to take the next step with the YouTube, which is to film more and to film more out in public. You know, I even have bought a little knockoff camera, and then Brad is willing to learn how to edit, which, you know, would be a good hobby for you. And, you know, or we could learn together. That would be a better thing, because then either of us can do it. So, yeah. You know, let us know what you think about us monetizing this channel and taking those next steps. Because now that our lifestyle has changed and will be this way now, you know, well, there's a lot of stuff I'd like to take you guys on the journey. You know, so, anyway, we are getting off here. Say goodbye, Brad.
Bye, Brad.
Bye, guys.